See what this
I
shit
have
talking about.
50,000 followers, which isn't a lot to me
I never heard of this nigga. I don't know who the fuck it is, but we finna find out today.
personally. But some of y'all be trying to like clout chase, I guess you could say, and like try to make my image look bad in the process. But
Your nose looked like Lizzo if she tried to twerk. Alright, welcome back ladies and ladies with dicks. Before we kick anything off, I would highly suggest all of you to go follow my Instagram. Having 6K on a platform where there's 200K is a ratio that I'm not sitting right with. The math ain't quite math in here. Plus, if you do go on there, you'll know whatever video I have or stupid memes I find on the toilet by keeping up with my story. More importantly, I post my dog. We like Johnny, Tess, and Dookie, I swear to God. So if you want your parents to rethink their... I'm sure many of you at one point had the dream of becoming a musician or some form of being a content creator, but I'm also certain that none of you would want your big break that launches you into stardom to be a video of yourself impregnating a McChicken and then eating your own sex sauce for a TikTok video.
What? Wait. Don't tell me he did what I'm thinking he did.
This worm braided haired Mucinex germ is just his average Sunday. From violating people's eardrums with the verb
Like it be, cause black people are not bad, bro. And I'm black. I'm just saying we're not bad, but it's just people like this that make us look bad. It just fucks it up for the rest of us.
queefing that he calls music to violating children in a Walmart parking lot. This is the sad, pathetic story of TikTok's most disgusting rapper, Lil Mar. If you're a fan of underground rap, you would know there's some publicity stunt or life-ruining allegation that surfaces almost every week. I swear that this is the first genre that I genuinely wanted to gatekeep, not because of the music, but of people knowing the history behind the motherfucker making it. I really stand on the belief of separating art from the artist because it's really embarrassing seeing somebody's music that you wanted to share to people be made by a guy that sees Chuck E. Cheese as a strip club. What I said before was sadly true. He first really got exposure and put on the map for deep dicking a McChicken in one of his special edition mukbangs. He had a couple of these videos be filmed, directed, edited, and posted all by himself of him literally fucking some food up, finishing into his plate, and then proceeding to eat it with a smile like a chef that just tried his own meal. Now, if I dared to even show a pixel of that, YouTube would probably send assassins to my front doorstep. So if you need some motivation for this upcoming Ramadan, there's hella videos out there that show himself nomming on his nut. However, this would be just the beginning of a never-ending spiraling snowball of desperate and depraved decisions.
He has an iceberg made on him, bro.
That would lead him getting arrested on way more than one occasion, for reasons that almost made me want to become dyslexic upon reading why he was even there in the first place. Until then, Lil Mar would pay people on TikTok and other platforms a hefty price of $5 to post themselves dancing to his music, because truth be told, nobody on this great green grass is bumping his dumpster ass. It's absolutely terrible and really sounds like it was mixed in Sony Vegas Pro. I think it's great that he just paced around in the same parking zone throughout the entire video. Really cute to see him making the most out of the 30 minutes that he rented that slingshot for, despite dedicating a whole entire song to daily driving one. He tries to put on this persona that he has a lot of money, but the reality is this guy would need a couple extra thousand just to even be considered poor. I can bet $5 in the over-the-counter hand job that he filmed this right next to the dealership.
He's roasting the fuck out of this nigga. I don't even know who the fuck this nigga is. I don't know who none of these niggas is, but the person making the YouTube video on got it from. But yeah, this guy's music is the equivalent to a suicide note. If you somehow like that, please get a CAT scan because you need to be studied immediately. Luckily for you, and honestly just for me, from what I heard, his music isn't really what's important, so I'll spare the torture of making yourself deaf from it. Many people are infatuated with the lifestyle that rappers live, from competing with seeing how many STDs or kids they can have first, to driving their cars 140 down a residential roadway. It's something that almost... Don't tell me case where I got. You said what? Many people are infatuated with the lifestyle that rappers live, from competing with seeing how many STDs or kids they can have first, to driving their cars 140 down a residential roadway. It's something that almost every American kid dreams of, myself included at one point. I'm glad that remained just a thought once I realized that I was a skinny Caucasian from Ohio that eats meatloaf that my mother prepares every Tuesday. Nevertheless, Lil Mar was no exception to being one. Nah, meatloaf is good as fuck. You can't rely, but not every fucking Tuesday. Meatloaf with some macaroni and cheese, that shit going crazy. It depends on who made that shit. Of these people. He would take his famous Galaxy coupe out on the roads, flying through places recklessly while he endangers the lives of the people that are driving around him, just for his TikTok videos, constantly almost smacking the ass of every car that he tries to pass and bobbing through lanes like everything to him is just a giant Forza track. And shit, if you're going to take me out, at least let it be an S-Class or something nice, because his car has to have the most hideous design that my two eyes have ever laid upon. I mean, just look at that TikTok Riz. Imagine getting fucking Imagine your car, you just bought your car off the lot, and next you know a fucking 2001 Crown fucking Vic Grand slams your shit. I would be mad as fuck. I ought to go to jail that day.
Party ass car wrap. You can already tell that interior smells like some skank ass turtle tank and Wendy's.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit right here, it look like you fucking stank, bro. You got a Galaxy wrapped fucking, what is this again? A Corvette? And then you got this fucking, a Galaxy outfit. You look like, that's like equals that you're musty, bro. Like,
Riz party ass car wrap. You can already tell that interior smells like some skank ass turtle tank and Wendy's sink water. Because I can't imagine a single person besides someone that's a part of the furry fandom that would even bat an eye towards this fart bucket, let alone pay almost $4,000 for it. I really don't need to speak on why driving dangerously is bad. Listen, the father of 3 in his F-150 doesn't want to race you down the overpass. He just wants to get home from work. Fun to do by yourself, but if you're gonna do it, just find a damn back road or somewhere that won't risk the lives of others rather than a public interstate. Who knows though, with a rap like that, I'm sure people would rather attempt to crash their car into his over driving past it. But because of his stupid ass driving, he for some reason posted a video online of himself running over a dog. I can't show that on YouTube once again, but if you really don't believe me, I will link a vid that shows the incident unfold, but I want to warn you guys, it's not something that's easy to stomach. So along with the car part that comes with the rapper's fantasy, there's also smashing hoes. But Little Mar unfortunately does a cardinal sin among the practice of hitting and quitting, which was paying for coochie. The first time he ever clashed kissers and mass pissers with someone was a drug addict on the side of a motel he found for $60. He would record the entire journey on his Snapchat story from on the side of a motel coochie. The first time he ever clashed kissers and mass pissers with someone was a drug addict on the side of a motel he found for $60. He would record the entire journey on his Snapchat story from start to finish and even include a post-game interview on how he felt giving a junkie his special little needle.
In the middle of nowhere on a fucking dead end at this weird ass looking creepy hotel. Wish me luck!
The destination is on your right.
Woo! I did it!
That bitch said drive safe. Wait. Look at the body build of that shit. I need a fat shaming coupon so I could get a fat shaming pass for this video. But what the fuck?
Woo! I did it! I lost my virginity. Woo! Yo, hold up. Who a virgin? Who a virgin? Ain't no motherfucking virgin. Not no more, there ain't. You know what the fuck going on? Stop blaming me, bro. Ain't no motherfucking virgin no more, bitch.
Yeah, look at all you losers out there that aren't getting any type of bitches or hepatitis like this man is. Helping and humping out the homeless, that's something that not even Mr. Beast can do. But Mr. Yeast will do it without a second to spare. I don't know how anybody can even brag about this or treat it as an accomplishment, but that's a common pattern across Little Mar that would begin with this video. His entire sex life was captured from this moment on. The next video would be him getting throated by a trans, claiming he breeded with a girl with special needs before backing down on a later response saying she wasn't. I'll show you the little clip that led to this being public in the first place and let you guys be the judge because I have 100 things to say, but I'm kind of...
What makes you post shit like this? What makes you think of shit like this? What makes you want to do shit like this? It gotta be how you're raised, bro. It can't be nothing else. What makes you...
confident YouTube won't let me say one of them. So I'll show you that now and let you roll out the verdict.
With this girl, she's not actually autistic. Tell everybody that you're not actually autistic because I've been getting death threats about that.
I'm not.
This encounter would lead him to document himself promising a homeless woman he would give her some shelter in exchange for some hoo-ha. And after he got done parking his beef bus in Tuna Town, he realized that he doesn't even have a shoebox for this woman to stay in, going on to post stories of himself clowning on her smell and appearance, like he just didn't deliver meat in the back seat to this woman. Whenever he finally made his mind up, he decided to drop her off at an abandoned house across state lines before speeding away, leaving her in the dust and far from where he got her from.
Not really. Drive, Mark, drive. Drive. Here we go. Woo! Bitch really thought she was gonna be able to live with me. Stupid, dumb thought.
He would furthermore continue to insult the woman, spraying out his entire car in Febreze, saying that this woman's pH gave his car poison damage because of how bad she smelled, just degrading and belittling somebody that was very vulnerable and willing to do anything to escape the harsh environments of the streets. If it was just a random pavement princess, it really wouldn't be that much of a shocking story, but it wasn't. This woman only got in the car because she was manipulated to believe Little Tekka's big brother with Asperger's is going to be the man that changes her life. It's pathetic you have to go to the degree of already smashing what you do, but it becomes so much more impressive that you even have to lie and deceive the homeless just to get them to breathe the same air that you do. He would eventually respond to all of this in his own video of himself addressing all of the allegations or rumors surrounding his name, and in this he treated the homeless woman almost worse than what he did in person, acting like he found and dropped off a damn stray dog on the side of the road, showing absolutely no remorse towards her and claiming that he made sure she made friends with the people around her, like Squidward whenever he was left with the dust people.
Bro, this nigga's imagination is crazy. How the fuck you even think of shit like this? It's crazy how this nigga think of some shit, but how does this nigga... Oh
SpongeBob.
I lived because she was homeless, and I really didn't think it through, honestly, because I didn't know, like, I didn't have like a plan really. I just decided to take her and leave her at this house, which was a little bit fucked up, I'll admit. But the thing is, the house that I left her at, it wasn't actually like an abandoned... It was an abandoned house, but it wasn't in the middle of nowhere. Like, it was literally in the same neighborhood that my friend Huff lives in.
Like any of that matters worth one luck of a fuck. I'm trying to understand this guy's thought process. To think that everybody he meets is automatically going to know his entire family and friend heritage is impressive. Then you decide to turn your town into an open RPG for her to explore by dropping her off with a tier 1 workbench as you speed away and stalk her from afar. I'm repeating what showed.
I know what I'm saying about this nigga imagination, a tier 1 workbench, bro.
No, but it's just like, what else can you really even say as an input for a situation like that? It's beyond disgusting and something only the bottom of humanity is really capable of pulling. Little Mar wouldn't only drive for hours on end to finally hit and quit, but he would also do the same to only get rejected and for some reason post the encounter for the entire world to see. For example, there's a video of himself going out of his city for a girl to give him some titties, only to get laughed at, ridiculed, and get called a meme directly to his face. And his response wasn't to get angry like I thought it would be, but instead he was actually giggling with glee about it that he wasted all of his time because she ended up giving him a kiss on the cheek out of pity.
This girl made me drive a whole hour.
Hey, what's up?
And she said she was gonna let me f, and I'm here, and now she said she's not gonna let me f.
Are you gonna let him? Like, do you see this?
Come on.
He's so ugly.
Then why would you say that?
Because I wanted to meet you because you're a f***ing meme.
Wait, you said
Oh my
what?
God.
I'll give you a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Got
Alright.
you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Have a good day. Have a fun drive home.
Yeah, Lil Mar, hey, I really just got a kiss on the cheek. No, for real. Damn way. Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to see what banger in the studio he's gonna cook up to
I'm feeling uncomfortable watching this damn
this shit, even though I thought the only person that would get excited for something like this would be a middle schooler. Speaking of middle school, it seems to be that's where Little Mar decided to take his love interest next because he created an entire controversy of himself getting a 14-year-old preggo all for a publicity stunt. He posted a story on his Instagram insinuating that he's
Plus, I'm probably never even gonna get to see the baby anyways because she's only 14 and it's up to the parents whether they charge it.
not allowed to see the baby he made with this literal kid because of her parents pressing charges on him. He would later cover this in his response video, claiming himself that it was all just a clout catch that we stupidly fell for. However, he doesn't really clear up the fact that she was really over the age of 18 either, or any age for that matter, because he refused to share how old the girl really was.
Damn, she's 14. I'm not even gonna be able to see my baby because I was telling y'all that she was pregnant. She wasn't 14. I made that up. So like there was no 14-year-old at all. Like the whole thing was a lie.
Like, you just gotta be weird in general saying that you would impregnate a 14-year-old. Like, who says shit like this? Like,
pregnant and her being 14.
Yeah, try that one in the court of law and see where the hell that takes you. He claimed in this that she was the age of consent, and in his state of South Carolina, the age that you can start is 16. Little Mar at the time of this interaction was around 20. So definitely a brow raiser, but when you dive deeper, there actually is a time where Little Mar met up with a 12-year-old when he was 16. He claimed he didn't do anything illegal and only decided to just cuddle with her. I wish I could make this shit up, but for time's sake, I'm going to just let himself explain why the hell he should be locked away behind bars.
The video that I did about meeting up with a 12-year-old, I didn't do anything with her. Yeah, like I wouldn't have posted something I knew was illegal. The age difference, because I was 6 at the time and she was 12, but I thought she was 14. But the age difference at the time, it would have been illegal if we did something like had sex or anything like that. But we did not. All we did was cuddle.
cuddling, bro. How the fuck did I even find this video, bro? Cuddling with a 12-year-old while you're 16. It doesn't make it right, bro. Bro.
This man was posting self-incrimination videos in the format of a YouTube story time. Like, the title of the video is literally called Meeting Up with a 12-year-old. That's some shit I don't even think I can see the Cupcake Commissioner do if he came back to the internet. How it was even up on YouTube is a question that is beyond me and even science at that point to answer. So with this level of foreshadowing, it would be no surprise that he would end up eventually getting convicted for SAing a 14-year-old girl in a Walmart parking lot with one of his kid diddler friends. Here's a local article from Mars City that sort of highlights the entire ordeal or how it unfolded. His defense to all of this was saying everything was just twisted out of proportion to make him seem like a monster, when in reality he just fucking is. He also tried to say the girl lied about the age, not disputing the fact that him and his friends still relentlessly stalked and assaulted her. Both Mar and his friend faced one charge of criminal misconduct with a minor, which can be up to 25 years in prison, but somehow he ended up only serving 4 months for an alleged plea deal. So hats off to the justice system for making sure everybody is loved no matter what age they are, because I really don't know how this man is even allowed to see sunlight again. There's no argument against it. This guy is a convicted predator, but even with him being the first guy we've seen actually face time in prison, it still really feels like he got away with it, because he would still somehow get worse and continue to double down on the fact that he is a minor refiner by posting a tweet that incriminates himself further, saying he's gonna start dating girls his own age and then following it up with an April Fool's. Just some side-splitting comedy that I'm sure would make the ghost of Epstein smile. He would cover a few more things in his response video that I just find as pure entertainment, so let's watch a little bit more of himself trying to justify any of the inexcusable shit that he's done.
Explain this, but as most of y'all know, like, whenever I buy a new car, I mean, I like to drive it fast. Like, who doesn't? And occasionally, like, I'll weave through traffic in my Durango, you know.
My homie with an extra chromie. You're going 135 in a 2-lane street. One turn from somebody even 100 feet ahead would have caused that car to be flattened into a pancake.
Right.
There's no way.
I'm trying to figure out how is he getting money though? How the fuck is he getting money?
Way you think 135 is just casually fast. That's fucking F1 numbers on a residential road. Of course you're an insensitive, arrogant asshole for doing it.
Right, and number 3, running over the dog. So as some of y'all know, back in January when I was on a road trip from South Carolina to New York with my mom, actually, on the way back, there was a dog on the freeway. And it was a 2-lane freeway.
Oh, a 2-lane freeway, just like the one you showed 30 seconds ago of you jumping through hyperspace. I wonder how fast you were going that time in order for you not to be able to stop. I understand it's kind of fucking random that there was a dog there in the first place, but I certainly wouldn't put it past me that—
Bro, the thing is, I be driving, when I drive, and then next, you know, when I drive at night, and then I see a possum run by, I try to avoid that shit. So imagine a dog. You know how that, and I remember one time I was driving at night, and I ran over an armadillo by accident. Was it armadillo? The one with the hard ass shit, armadillo, yeah. Next time I can hear the cracking of that shit. And I'm like, bro, I felt so bad for that shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck did I just do? So imagine how I feel if I ever ran a dog over. Like, that shit, like, bro, hell nah.
That this guy was flying through the lanes like he was in the vid prior.
Let's start with the first part. Texting underage girls, that's, some of y'all know, like, sometimes I'll be on live and girls will join and then they'll just like say something stupid, like blurt out like, I'm 13 and Lamar's been blah blah blah, or I'm 16 and Lamar said blah 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 to me, blah blah blah. It's all bullshit.
Bro, you were convicted. Your mugshot is literally one Google search away. How the hell is you getting arrested, staying in prison that you made story times about? Dozens of news articles about saying you did all that. Bullshit. I honestly think that's gonna wrap the video up there. This guy is currently still active on every platform that I mentioned previously, and it's really disgusting to see somebody like this have the ability to still even have one anywhere. Hell, even Beagle Live, that motherfucker needs to be banned. As of last year, he hasn't done anything that I've seen that's illegal, but he has dropped a lot of new music that nobody is ever listening to. Maybe he can find Lil Boom for a feature for a Walmart.
I forgot about Lil Boom.
Or Womb Raider EP. It's amazing to see someone have this much dedication to prove to the world how much of a degenerate loser that they are. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on this vid before your dad slaps you. Subscribe if you hit.
I just realized I watched a whole 15-minute of, well, this is not Skate. This is Steep. A whole 15-minute of Steep footage, bro.